No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. We don't need to share the same opinions as others, but we need to be respectful. I think fearless is having fears but jumping anyway. You have people come into your life shockingly and surprisingly. You have losses that you never thought you'd experience. You have rejection and you have learned how to deal with that, and how to get up the next day and go on with it. People haven't always been there for me, but music always has. Just because you make a good plan doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen. Anytime someone tells me that I can't do something, I want to do it more. I think the perfection of love is that it's not perfect. My ultimate goal is to end up being happy most of the time. Fans are my favorite thing in the world. I've never been the type of artist who has that line drawn between their friends and their fans. The line's always been really blurred for me. I'll hang out with them after the show. I'll hang out with them before the show. If I see them in the mall, I'll stand there and talk to them for 10 minutes. I think the tiniest little thing can change the course of your day, which can change the course of your year, which can change who you are. My imagination is a twisted place. I'm intimidated by the fear of being average. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. I am an overachiever, and I want to be known for the good things in my life. Silence speaks so much louder than screaming tantrums. Never give anyone an excuse to say that you're crazy. I think about food literally all day, every day. It's a thing. If you're yelling, you're the one who's lost control of the conversation. If you are lucky enough to find something that you love, and you have a shot at being good at it, don't stop, don't put it down. Red is such an interesting color to correlate with emotion, because it's on both ends of the spectrum. On one end you have happiness, falling in love, infatuation with someone, passion, all that. On the other end, you've got obsession, jealousy, danger, fear, anger and frustration. My mom and I have always been really close. She's always been the friend that was always there. There were times when, in middle school and junior high, I didn't have a lot of friends. But my mom was always my friend, always. I know my flaws before other people point them out to me. I love making new friends, and I respect people for a lot of different reasons. In my opinion, the only way to conquer stage fright is to get up on stage and play. Every time you play another show, it gets better and better. The cool thing about reading is that when you read a short story, or you read something that takes your mind and expands where your thoughts can go, that's powerful. When you are missing someone, time seems to move slower. And when I'm falling in love with someone, time seems to be moving faster. I think every girl's dream is to find a bad boy at the right time, when he wants to not be bad anymore. I have this really high priority on happiness, and finding something to be happy about. I've been singing Shakira songs in front of my bathroom mirror, into my hairbrush forever. It's like a daily routine. All you need to do to be my friend is like me. In a relationship, each person should support the other. They should lift each other up. I never give advice unless someone asks me for it. One thing I've learned, and possibly the only advice I have to give, is to not be that person giving out unsolicited advice based on your own personal experience. I think I am smart unless I am really, really in love, and that I am ridiculously stupid. Guarding your heart and protecting your dignity are a little bit more important than clarifying the emotions of someone who's only texting you back 3 words. I've learned that from trying to figure out people who don't deserve to be figured out. I second guess and overthink and rethink every single thing that I do. I try to prepare for everything beyond the extent of preparation. I don't live by all these rigid, weird rules that make me feel all fenced in. I just like the way that I feel like. And that makes me feel very free. I don't compare myself to anyone else. I don't make comments about anyone else because they do what feels right for them. And that's okay by me. Even if you're happy with the life you've chosen, you're still curious about the other options. I'm a Sagittarius, and one of our major qualities is that we're blindly optimistic. I always have to be writing. I still have mixed feelings about what growing up is. This thing that happens to everyone, so I've heard. I'm always worried about everything, like spiders. When you say control freak and OCD and organized, that suggests someone who's cold in nature, and I'm just not. Like, I'm really open when it comes to letting people in. But I just like my house to be neat, and I don't like to make big messes that would hurt people. At some point, you grow out of being attracted to that flame that burns you over and over and over again. I can't deal with someone wanting to take a relationship backward, or needing space or cheating on you. It's a conscious thing, it's a common sense thing. Your feelings so are important to write down, to capture, and to remember because today you're heartbroken, but tomorrow you'll be in love again. When you hear people making hateful comments, stand up to them. Point out what a waste it is to hate, and you could open their eyes. I am alone a lot, which is good. I need that time to just be alone after a long day. Just decompress. So, I go to either my house or the hotel, or my apartment, or whatever, wherever I am. I go home and I watch TV and I sit there with my cat. And I just watch TV or go online, check my emails. Poetry and lyrics are very similar, making words bounce off a page. I am completely fascinated by the differences and comparisons between real life and fairy tales, because we're raised as little girls to think that we're a princess, and that Prince Charming is going to sweep us off our feet. Faith Hill is a big role model. Nothing ruins your day more than getting a bad review. I don't like it when people who are young act like they're 40. That's taking too much on. Putting up a shield and trying to act like you're so mature or whatever. I don't try to act mature. Some people might say I'm mature for my age, but it's not something I'm trying to do, you know. I'm just me. You can't generalize about an entire country, but I like the energy of British men. Anything you put your mind to and add your imagination into can make your life a lot better and a lot more fun. The drama and the trauma of the relationship you have when you're 16 can mirror the one you have when you're 26. Life repeats itself. I'm always afraid of failing. I have to quiet that fear if I'm going to get up in the morning. Love always ends differently and it always begins differently, especially with me. Relationships are like traffic lights. And I just have this theory that I can only exist in a relationship if it's a green light. Taylor Swift is an American singer-songwriter and actress. She first gained fame as a country music artist with her self-titled debut album in 2006. Swift's music blends elements of pop, rock, and country, and her introspective songwriting often draws from personal experiences and relationships. Over the years, she has released numerous chart-topping albums and hit singles, earning critical acclaim and commercial success. Swift is known for her catchy melodies, heartfelt lyrics, and ability to connect with her audience. In addition to her music career, she has also ventured into acting and philanthropy. Swift has won numerous awards, including Grammy Awards, and is considered one of the most successful and influential artists of her generation.